here today to make my 4-ingredient no-bake ice cream sandwiches. And here to help me, it's
Olivia from LoveHealthFitness. Wait, what are you doing in my kitchen?
I don't know. I found myself in LA again and we thought we have to meet up to make some yummy desserts. So after you check out these ice cream sandwiches, head to her channel.
Because we're making 5-ingredient chocolate chip cookie fudge.
And I can tell you, it is delicious. But first, we've got these no-bake ice cream sandwiches, only 4 ingredients. They are raw, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, refined sugar-free. Yeah, everything you could want in a delicious dessert.
So this is gonna be a super fun, healthy dessert collaboration.
Guilt-free. Also, they are very easy to make.
Let's get started.
First thing you're gonna do is into the processor, add your dates. Now, these dates, if they are soft and fresh like I can get here in California, you probably don't need to soak them. But when I'm back home in Florida and I have to buy them packaged, I usually soak them to get them nice and soft so they blend up really easily in the processor, but make sure they are pitted. Next up, your raw almonds, and the final ingredient for the cookie,
cacao powder. And the difference between cacao powder and cocoa powder is that cacao powder is not as processed. Cocoa is basically where they heat it up and then it turns into cocoa. Cacao powder is just unprocessed, not heated, so it has much more nutritional value, has more antioxidants.
If you want a true raw dessert, you gotta go cacao. But if you're just like, I want a delicious vegan dessert and I'm okay if there's regular cocoa in it, then go for it. Regular cocoa powder is perfectly fine.
Both are tasty.
So they are in the processor. We are just going to blend them up. A regular blender will work, but I find that a heavy-duty processor does the trick just a little bit better. So you're gonna wanna let that go for a few minutes until you get a ball shape of dough. To get the shape of our ice cream sandwiches, we are going to use a loaf pan. I like to use the ones that are just smaller than standard size. I think they're 8x4, but any size will work. And we are going to line that with parchment paper so that it pops out easily at the end. Once we have our cookie dough, you can go ahead and break that in half. You're gonna put half into the bottom of the loaf pan and press it in, just like Olivia is doing so beautifully. And you're gonna save the other half for later. Now these are going to be very rustic ice cream sandwiches. They don't need to be perfect, so don't worry if everything isn't completely level. They're gonna taste delicious just the same.
So before we start making our ice cream, we're gonna go ahead and pop this in the fridge. It just helps when everything starts hardening a little bit so that we can make them in layers and it doesn't get all mushy and crazy.
It's gonna be delicious.
So if you want to change up the flavor a little bit, you're more than welcome to add some vanilla. If you want to keep it raw vegan, you can use vanilla bean and just, you know, give it a little bit more flavor. This is just the basic ice cream sandwich, which still tastes really good, but if you do want to add a little more, you can definitely do that.
A pinch of salt is also nice. So for our ice cream, we only need 1 ingredient, and that's bananas. So I have made a 2-ingredient ice cream video before that you can check out, and it shows you a lot of different flavor options, but today I just wanted it to be easy. I'm going with 1 ingredient, banana ice cream.
So with this ice cream sandwich recipe, you definitely want your bananas to be fully ripe. So when they're spotted and brown, this is actually when they're ripe. You don't want to eat bananas when they're green or just yellow because they haven't sweetened up yet. And depending on how ripe your bananas are going to determine how sweet that this ice cream sandwich is going to turn out to be.
That's correct. So when they're yellow, there's a lot of starch still in those bananas, and when they're brown, it means the starch has converted into the sugars, and that's when we really want to eat it.
Just like this.
Just like this. It could even be another day. So when you have like the bananas that you think are going bad, they're perfect for ice cream.
And if you don't particularly feel like just having banana ice cream, you can definitely add other fruits into it, such as strawberries, blueberries, more dates
Peanut butter.
Like. Yeah, cinnamon. So anything that you really
add-ins, make it your flavored ice cream sandwich.
You can make it Neapolitan.
That would be ambitious.
Speaking of ice cream, I want you guys to comment below and let us know what your favorite ice cream flavor is.
Mine's banana.
Thumbs up for bananas.
You want to make sure that those bananas are chopped up and frozen before you put them in the processor, and you want to thaw them out for a few minutes so that they blend up really nicely. If they're too hard, your processor will go a little bit crazy.
And we don't want that.
No. Once you've got your creamy ice cream flavor of choice, you can go ahead and pour that onto the bottom layer sandwich cookie.
And then what you want to do is stick it back into the freezer so that everything can just freeze up a little bit. Therefore, when you put the top layer of cookie on, it doesn't just mush and fall apart.
Won't be so good. So your banana ice cream layer has frozen. It should only take an hour or two depending on how cold your freezer is. You're going to just press that other half of the cookie dough onto the top, making sure to cover everything, but again, it doesn't need to be perfect. Back into the freezer it goes, just one more time for a quick 20 to 30 minutes so it all freezes up nicely. Once the sandwiches are out of the freezer, you can remove that parchment paper. It should come out really easily to pull the whole block of ice cream sandwiches out. Peel off the parchment and cut your large block of ice cream sandwich into whatever size bars you would like. And just admire those beautiful layers.
Just make sure you do it carefully. So here comes my favorite part, the taste test.
Cheers. Look at those layers. The cookie is so gooey and yummy, and like one of my favorite things about an original ice cream sandwich cookie is when the cookie part sticks to your fingers, and that's what I feel like is gonna happen here. Thank you guys so much for watching and making these ice cream sandwiches with us. Now you have got to go over to Olivia's channel, Love Health Fitness, and check out her
5-ingredient chocolate chip cookie fudge, and they're completely raw vegan, super easy, just like this recipe. So go check out more of us on my channel
and eat the food.
Yes.
And as always, there is a PDF download available in the description box below so that you can have this recipe and keep it for later. And as always, it's on mindovermunch.com. And remember,
it's all a matter of mind over munch. Bye.
That's fine. That's good. We're going from there. All right. So that they blend up really well. Oops. So it all becomes nice and, what am I trying to say?
Frozen.
So, okay. Back into the freezer it goes for just about 20 to 30 minutes to freeze up thoroughly, so it becomes, so it all freezes up nicely. Got it.